Hello everybody, Glitcher here. I'm back for some more crazy Minecraft, and this is probably going to be the kind of finale, because as I said, I might occasionally come back just doing some things periodically, but it'll be end of it being like the full series, so bonus episodes aside, this is pretty much it for a while when it comes to crazy Minecraft. I do have some ideas of what's going to replace it, and we'll just have to see which one of those wins out in the end in terms of everything just kind of coming together. But as you can see, I've got 5 beacons in my hand, and that means something spectacular. It's time for me to do my quintuple multiplex beacon. I absolutely love doing that. It's a way to just say, yeah, you win. And it's gonna be how I'm gonna declare it for Crazy Minecraft, that I have conquered the pack. That, and there's not too many more things I could do, and they're pretty time extensive, so I might just kind of set them up in the background and work them over time until I finally get some things done. Just show what you can kind of do with actually, some of the stuff in, like, Mo Creatures, like special horse breeding and stuff. So I might, like, have, like, a horse stable and stuff and things like that in the future. But it'll be kind of, like, built off camera and stuff, and you'll just kind of see my progress on it whenever I get to it to show what kind of fancy horses I've finally got. But we'll see. I mean, not to mention I still need to kind of grow a few things like my wyverns, so we'll see. It'll be kind of, again, be miscellaneous stuff after this point. But it'll be time to finally bring home the beacon. And for that matter, I have part of my full course meal, the last parts, that is. And in case you're wondering why I fell into holes, because I kind of set up this energized smelter to have a hopper here, and I was trying to get this crystal chest to be drained into through this through this item item transfer module, but I just can't seem to get this item transfer node to get it through, because I kept trying to push it into the node through all sorts of methods in the configuration, and it didn't let me do it. Eventually I just decided I'd just keep retrieving it regardless until I got enough. But anyhow, I have found out that yes, you can go through a few meteors with an obsidian pickaxe with full fortune and unbreaking 3, and you will get enough for... Yeah, that's right, my pyramid is ready. A beacon pyramid. I even have a little to spare, although the lowermost level is mostly iron blocks with these things on the side, so I can kind of show off there. In fact, I might want to transform again to show this off. Better view. But yeah, you can see I've incorporated a lot of mineral blocks into here. And on the inside of the lower layer, it's pretty much nothing but iron blocks. These 2 layers in the middle are nothing but meteorite blocks. So yeah, that took a lot of meteorite smashing, although ironically not very many actual meteor impacts. They have a lot of material to go through, so there's a whole lot of mining of individual meteors. So just a few of those, whole lot of smashing. And you know, this area just doesn't seem quite lit enough. There we go. Anyhow, as I was saying, I have this one being a side that's... Well, let me show off the corners, but these corners are Kreknorite blocks. Since I found out they worked, I'm going, they accentuate corners pretty well. Just kind of show off a bit that way. So, the corners are Kreknorite blocks. I've got a full row here dedicated to just showing off that you can use iron. I've got a full row here of diamond, and a full row here of emerald. Although, again, the corners are Kreknorite, so it's not full rows. I've got, this is showing off all sorts of blocks that I know you can use. We've got a block here of Zanite, with a couple blocks on the sides fanning out for meteorite, and then emerald, and gold, and iron, so kind of zipping in that way. Now, the topmost layer, where I'm going to bring this all together, the middlemost point is Kreknorite, and then I have these kind of crisscross of emerald and gold, and the rest is meteorite. So I got a very colorful mixed beacon here, and whenever this goes all out, this is going to be incredible. But to explain kind of how this works, the thing is, normally you have beacons that go where the base underneath the beacon is 3x3, then 5x5, then 7x7, then 9x9. But you can see here I've got 5x5, 7x7, 9x9, and 11x11. The reason why is that if you have multiple beacons together, they can share parts of the structure. So you can have a marvelously powerful beacon put together. And I tend to do this in secure locations, even though it's also good to help yourself out for combat, because I like the idea of it just being there, and wherever I am in my base, I know that I have the power of beacon. Although, admittedly, there's also some other things I could theoretically do with it, but this is just kind of my monument to saying that I've won the pack, and it's something that, again, I just love doing, so I had to do it this way. Now, I will start activating the beacons, starting with the middle beacon. Aha, it's powered. And then I'll be putting on the side beacons. Note you can see through the beacon, so you can actually see that there's a kryptonite underneath and there. So each of these you can kind of see the block underneath. So it is also still decorative. And now that I have all 5 of them, I need to go through my sequence that I normally do of powering them all up in terms of giving them their effects. And Savior Seal, you till the end, you have managed to be very annoying about that. Just saying, very annoying indeed. Always trying to get in my way of my various blocks. Okay, now the thing is, whenever you build layers of a beacon pyramid, you can get additional bonus abilities that you can choose, and at first it's only the primary power. So first level down, there's the 3x3 normally, you'd get access to speed and to haste. Below that, with the what's normally the 5x5, you get access to resistance and jump boost. And after that, whenever you get the 7x7, you get access to strength. Now, whenever you get the full beacon, you get the ability to power one of those up, and you get the ability to declare that instead of going with a level 2 version of that potion effect while you're in radius, that you can get the power of regeneration instead. So, all this combined, you can kind of be just about invincible. So, the thing here is, I don't really need, like, super jump boost. And now, haste is actually kind of ridiculous, because if you think about it, I got this within radius of my laser drill. So, if I wanted to harvest a whole bunch of blocks stupid fast, I could use that. But at the same time, I've got such good digging implements that they're so fast, I don't know if I want haste that powerful. I do want to activate all the effects so that I have haste, I just don't want to be at level 2. So I think I'm going to choose that level 1 haste will be the one in the middle. So let's start this up. So the one in the middle will be haste, and its secondary power will be regeneration. So now now I'll be constantly regenerating. Now, I do have resistance because of the armor, so that's kind of a thing, but if I swapped out armors, it'd be a different case. So, that's kind of my possible combat direction, so let's have this one be resistance. Okay. This is kind of my... let's see here. Jump Boost 2 would just be kind of fun to spring over things, even when I'm not flying. Although, on the other hand, I could fling myself off the edge. Let's see about that. Okay. How about, since this one's also kind of in the direction of combat, I'll have this be Strength 2. Okay. Now this one will be Jump Boost, and that doesn't really stack. So yeah. And the one that's facing away from everything, I think, is this one. No. That's this one's the one that's facing away from pretty much everything. So this one will be my speed 2 one. Whoa, I'm getting super sparkly. More so than I was before. Okay, so now I have this one set up for resistance, this one set up for haste, this one, well, one of these is yeah, this one's regeneration, this one is strength, this one is jump boost, and this one is speed. So you can see from this kind of configuration that if you go a little bit farther out in each direction, which doesn't take too terribly much more, but still takes enough where it took a long time for me to mine it all, that you can get this fabulous super beacon set up, and it looks fantastic. So also celebrating the new year, I guess you could say, because it's not exactly fireworks, but at the same time it is awesome light show. So yeah, awesome light show time. Now also time for me to complete my full course meal. I have my drink and my dessert. My dessert is a blue gummy sweat, so I will look up at my beautiful lights while nibbling this. In fact, they're so high up I can do this from here. Actually, I was too close. I think it has, or actually maybe my angle. I may have hit myself because of how the hitbox is on Morph. Yeah, if you do it at the wrong angle, it just doesn't work. So yeah, I was just trying to lighten it up a little, but no, it's not letting me. Okay, so I'm gonna look up at the beacon light from all the way down here, and having my gummy sweat. Fills you up all the way, but in exchange, it does slow you down for just a few seconds, not long. Already over, and I'm completely up and saturated. Now, the Lord Vertus lemonade is originally meant for combat, but I'm just going to drink it as a drink. What does it do? Well, it helps you regen a bit. And have a party. Although it's not long of a party. Okay, party over. Anyhow, so this has been kind of my special show-off of finale here. Although, anything, well, again, I might be back and doing some miscellaneous things. Maybe I'll finally get that dinosaur I was after. Like, just keep checking up on my fossils until I finally get a marvelous Pachycephalosaurus. Because the Pachys, they are kind of the perfect point for having a warrior dinosaur. I mean, you think it'd be T-Rex, but they're a lot harder to tame. It takes a lot of effort getting those scarab gems. But you can tame a Pachy real easy, and they deal, from what I understand, a pretty good deal of damage. So, being able to grow them up and tame them easily, plus that, you could kind of go in with a dinosaur strike force. And so if I get enough of them, you might see my a little Pachy exhibit, and possibly a little Pachy combat. So, yeah. Right now, I am in the middle of the Ultimate Light Show, because I got lights going down, I got lights going up, I've got lights magically all around. So, I have lights, and at the same time, it's also kind of dim everywhere else, so it really is kind of like watching the fireworks of the new year. Sort of. Again, not shooting off fireworks immediately, but again, I seem to be having technical difficulties with the spell. There we go. It's just wanting to light the place up a little bit because I have unlimited magic in here. So, just going for it. But yeah, this is kind of my ultimate triumph moment when it comes to awesome beacon. In fact, I might want to kind of get one here too. There we go. Because I think this might be the perfect angle. Well, actually. Now it's the perfect angle. Oops. Blunked the keyboard for a moment there. Okay. I think it's fine. Hey, he's in the perfect spot for once. Yeah. This is perfect now. Save yourself. Turn for the camera. Thank you. Okay. So this is Glitch Reaper. I'll be logging off for now. I hope to... Seriously, he is just, uh, maybe in a future pack I won't be dealing with that kind of AI and we'll have it better next time. Hopefully. Please, Ether Team, tell me you fixed that in later versions. Okay, anyhow, this has been Glitch Reaper. I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody.